The health of each of us is the health of all of us. We must work together to prevent the coronavirus from entering our school community and to prevent its spread if anyone is infected. We promise to safeguard the health and safety of everyone who is part of the U of D Jesuit community. We must never lose sight of our Jesuit mission as men for others who are intellectually competent, open to growth, religious, loving, and committed to justice, all for the greater glory of God.
Hey Cubs, it's finally here. Time to get back to school, time to get back to the high. We're going to show you everything you need to know so you can be safe and prepared when you get to campus. We know this isn't easy and it's not our favorite, but reopening the high takes all of us. So let's see what's new and different. And remember, it's all designed to keep us safe.
Okay, first new thing. All students have to enter through the atrium entrance on the east side of the building. That is very important. And all students, faculty, and staff are required to complete a health questionnaire before entering the building. For students, it will be on an app. If you're cleared, green, you can enter. If not, red, sorry, you have to go home. And if you don't have the app, fill out a paper questionnaire. If you're in school and start to have symptoms, go see the wolf. Dr. Wolf, that is. During the school day, we will have 2 separate rooms for students who become ill. Those who report COVID-like symptoms and those with non-COVID symptoms. Symptomatic students, faculty, and staff must stay home until they have tested negative for COVID-19 or have been released from isolation according to CDC guidelines. Those with symptoms need to inform our school health professional, Dr. Wolf.
Masks. You have to wear one, and I think by now we're all used to it. All students, faculty, and staff are required to wear face coverings at all times in the building and on the buses. That basically means everywhere. If you forget yours, seriously, or it breaks, extra masks will be available at school. Here's the right way to wear a mask. Here's the wrong way. Here's another wrong way. Get it? Good. You can do it, Cubs.
It's simple. Wash your hands, sanitize your hands. Frequently, as in all the time. Especially after the use of a restroom, locker, or elevator, before or after removing a mask, prior to eating, after blowing your nose, after sneezing, coughing, or touching your face, or touching frequently touched surfaces. So yeah, pretty frequently. Also, get yourself some hand sanitizer and carry it with you. And you can refill it at home or at a refill station at school. These hand sanitizing stations will be all over the school. See one, use one, like here, and here, and here, and here. And hopefully you know how to cough or sneeze into your elbow. Here's how you do it. Any student caught sneezing or coughing not into their elbow will receive a jug. I'm kidding, but come on, you can do this. Appropriate hygiene and hand washing techniques will be prominently displayed throughout the building. Regular times during the school day will be provided for students and employees to sanitize their hands.
Practice social distancing. You know how to do it. We're talking about 6 feet of distance at all times. There will be tons of signage and floor markings to remind you. Can't figure out what 6 feet is? The Cub is 6 feet too. So basically stay 1 Cub away from each other. Signage is placed throughout the building to promote proper social distancing. It will be everywhere. Hallways, lounges, outside of restrooms. Look at the signs and you'll be constantly reminded of what to do. And wherever people line up, there will be markers at 6-foot intervals. So keep your distance. And get this, in the hallways, everyone, and I mean everyone, is going to have to walk on the far right, like this. That's the new traffic pattern for social distancing.
In the classrooms, all desks will be arranged to face the same direction and placed for social distancing. Teachers will do their best to maintain 6 feet of social distancing with students. In smaller classrooms, plexiglass dividers will be used on desks, and you'll have to sanitize your desk before every class. Sanitizer will be provided in every classroom.
PE classes, whenever possible, will take place outside. Yes, a chance for those stinky gym shoes to get aired out as well.
COVID testing, super important. So important that we're going to let Dr. Wolf tell you all about it.
If a student, employee, or a direct household member is diagnosed as positive for COVID-19, I need to be notified immediately. How you go about doing it and what will happen afterwards is spelled out here in the student handbook. If there is a positive case of COVID, the first priority will be to contact those in the classroom of the student or employee. The Cub community as a whole will be notified of COVID cases on a regular basis through a report. The Department of Public Health will be notified, and with their help, we will determine through contact tracing who will require quarantine for 14 days. It's important to remember that if you're wearing your face mask appropriately and practicing social distancing, the need to quarantine if a classmate is positive is decreased. At a minimum, though, you will need to self-monitor for symptoms. So be safe, Cubs.
Students will not be allowed to assemble outside of the classroom in large groups. When possible, we're going to eat lunch outside. If we can't eat outside, we'll be using homerooms, the cafeteria, and other similar spaces. So if you're eating in the cafeteria, things will look a little different. There will be plexiglass dividers, and as with everything, social distancing.
Also, we shouldn't have to tell you to wash your hands before and after you eat, but wash your hands before and after you eat. Everyone, students, faculty, staff, and him too.
Every U of D Jesuit bus will have hand sanitizer. Use it. And of course, everyone needs to wear a mask at all times on the bus. The buses will be completely disinfected before every route. That's morning and afternoon. And weather permitting, the windows will be kept open. If a student becomes ill during the school day, alternative plans for transit home need to be found.
We get it. All this stuff can be hard.
It could be annoying, it could be frustrating.
But we have to do our part to keep everyone safe. And think about it. Cubs of the High went through a pandemic back in 1918, and they did it all without this cool app.
So we can do it too.
Things are gonna look and feel a lot different this year. But if we all follow the rules and guidelines, it will mean a safe and healthy environment for everyone.
Let's all be Cub strong.
Let's all be Cub strong.
Let's all be Cub strong.
Let's all be Cub strong.